Street Talk and other stuff. Mike Mad Dog McNally, thank you for tuning in today. We have got some good stuff today and some great live theater coming up. We're going to talk about it. But before we get there, okay, I just want to remind everyone, tonight there is a meeting, the second part of demystifying Christian nationalism. Now, this may be a new phrase to some of you not. But this is an important issue, particularly with the upcoming elections for the primaries that are coming up in Washington State and nationwide, because there are people who follow this philosophy of Christian nationalism, which is not Christian and is not American, using words that are familiar to you to make you think they mean one thing when they actually mean something else. And it would be a good idea if you are a voter in the 12th District specifically, but anyone at all, to go to the meeting tonight at 6 o'clock at Grove Hall at Wenatchee Valley College. It'll be a 2-hour meeting. It's got some good speakers. But again, demystifying Christian nationalism, very important for us Americans who are concerned with the way this country is going, for us to be educated about these issues. Okay, no more serious stuff. We're done. I got a good show for you today. Actually, this is one of my favorites, and I've got some very cool people. We're going to talk about an upcoming live theater production, which you can take advantage of. But again, Street Talk and other stuff. If you stick around, we will be right back.
Whether you're building from the ground up or transforming your space with a custom remodel, One Way Construction is your trusted partner in creating a home that's uniquely yours. Your dream home is just a call away. Schedule your free consultation and let's build something amazing together.
Now there are even more reasons to meet at the Pybus Market. Outdoor dining and tastings, the fabulous Farmers Market, Saturday artisans on the concourse, and your favorites all week long. No matter the reason, it's always time to meet at the Pybus Market. Pybus Market, where community meets.
Slide and surf all summer long. Soundwave Saturdays, more than a surf park, it's the summer scene. Grab a drink and enjoy live music every Saturday in July and August. Slide Waters in Lake Chelan. Don't miss it.
Street Talking other stuff, and I'm very happy. This is one of my favorite shows of the year.
Yay.
Okay, I'm going to save the best for last.
All right.
But Jaime Donegan, okay?
Very nice to meet you.
Jaime is the founding father and person who just drives the Hot August Night Show, and we're coming up on our 13th show, right?
It's true, yeah.
Okay, that's all right. And Jaime has directed everyone. He did not direct last year. He took a break. But he's always been the driving force behind this great live theater musical experience we have in Wenatchee in August, and I love it when you're on. Okay?
I love to be here.
It's great.
So much fun.
And this charming, lovely person, Bethany Elkin, is the choreographer, co-director, and just aesthetically appealing factor of the rehearsals that we come to. So it's nice to have you. You've been here before.
I have. I love coming. Like, it's
great.
the highlight
Thank
of my time here in Wenatchee.
Okay. Well, tell us a little bit about yourself. Okay.
I am from New York City, and I work there, and I develop new musicals, some of which I've been building with Jaime over the years.
And what do you do when you say you work there?
Well, I've been a professor for the past decade, a tenured
cool.
professor, and I just retired from academia.
Really?
So yes, this is my retirement summer from academia to just continue on working on professional projects and
what
artistic
did you
endeavors.
teach?
I taught musical theater at Marymount Manhattan College.
Okay, all right, cool, cool. And you're retired from it already?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
well, good luck to you.
Yeah.
You know, that's when life really begins, when you retire.
That's what I hear.
So you are here visiting from New York. You've been
Yep.
here before, and you're part of this production that's coming up, which is 1776, which is a story about the Second Continental Congress and how we came about to sign the Declaration of Independence. Have I got that right?
That is correct.
That's
Okay,
correct.
all right. So how are you feeling about this show?
Oh, I think it's great.
Because this is different than some of the stuff you've done.
It's very different. Yeah. You know, last we did together was Rock of Ages, so it's a smidge different.
Different
a
animal.
little, you know, and then Kinky Boots right before that. So it's a little different.
Little different
Flat
than those.
shoes, you know, it's a little different. More clothes. No.
More clothes. Sorry.
There's still a chair dance though, so you know. No, it's really exciting because I think the topic is really important
Sure.
always, but particularly right now. And it's really lovely to dive in. For me, I'm working with a group of actors that, while there are a handful that I've worked with before, primarily they're all actors within the community that I haven't worked with before, you included. So it's very exciting for me to get to work in a new way with a new group of people, and it's a large cast, and it's really,
is, yes.
you know,
Yeah.
and that's, it's just really, really fun and important, and I think being received really well, at least with those of us working on the project, and I think that it will be really wonderful for the audience to come see.
Well, it's very clear you've got a lot of professional expertise. I mean, it's no problem to, you know, I mean, Jaime actually said, I hope you don't mind when Bethany kicks in and says things. But I had already figured, wow, this woman knows what she's talking about. Of course I'm going to listen to her. You know, so that's cool. No, it's no problem for me at all. So
Excellent.
It's all part of it.
Good. Okay, and
We're going to shake again.
yeah, we're going to shake again.
Yeah.
You know, I love you, Jaime.
So you did save the best for last.
That's right.
After all.
That's right. This man who needs no introduction, I still love to introduce, okay? This guy has adopted our community, and we have adopted you. And it just is thrilling that you, in all the places you've been and the work you've done, you have found a home here.
Yeah.
And that makes me feel good, because I'm not from here originally either. You know, I come to the East Coast, but I just love Wenatchee.
I love it too. And what actually drew me to this place, well, I came here to direct a show and sort of fell in love with this. It was the brand new Performing Arts Center at the time.
Yeah.
Our first show, My Follies, that I directed there was the fundraiser to pay for the red main curtain because it was just getting up and going. And so I had about 26 years of experience with Wenatchee. And when I was looking for another place to hang my hat, I really enjoyed the theater community here. They're bustling. They're always doing something. It's doesn't feel like there's ever a lull.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of little pockets of theater. There's Music Theater of Wenatchee. There's Full Circle. There's some other little theater companies that are popping
a
up.
new one crops up every once in a while. You know.
And I think that's wonderful because that says to me that there's a lot of creativity here and that people are excited about making new projects. And I feel like the community really supports these shows.
Yeah.
And the Riverside Theater always draws a great crowd. I just saw The Shark is Broken.
Yeah,
there,
great
which
show.
was
Oh, wonderful.
excellent.
That was a good
that was
show.
excellent. It was so excellent. Those actors were amazing. Cynthia directed it. It was really wonderful to watch.
You know, Cynthia told me quite some time ago, she got a great play she wants to do, you know. It's called The Shark is Broken. I said, okay, I'll read it. Oh, there's no part in it for you, she said.
Yeah,
Well,
don't get too excited, Mike.
Thank you for
Don't
letting me
get too
know.
excited.
Okay.
Yeah, but which was the opposite of me because I said to you when I was getting ready to cast this, there is a part in this show for you that is tailor-made, really.
It's
Yeah.
old Grape and Guts.
Old Grape and Guts, Stephen Hopkins from Rhode Island,
Right.
who is a Quaker and who likes to drink his rum first thing in the morning.
Yeah, and he likes to tell other people what to do. And,
He likes to call everybody out.
That's right.
Yeah, he's a rebel rouser.
It's a fun part.
Yeah.
I am having a great time. I really
I knew
am.
you would,
So-
and that's why I asked you. Because the last show we did together was
Yes,
Hands on a Hard Body,
Yes.
which was that 2018, I think.
Yeah, I think it was 4
or 19
4
or
years
somewhere
ago,
in there.
something
Yeah,
like that.
it was right before we did Pippin, and we had the cast, and then COVID hit, so we had to delay the show and everything.
Right.
But 1776 is a different animal for us
Mm-hmm.
because even though we talked about this before, even though it is it won the Tony Award for Best Musical in 1969. It's actually a play
Right,
with
music, yeah.
And the music, for the most part, doesn't move the action forward. A couple places it does, but that actually is kind of refreshing in a way because it allows us to interpret these pieces without getting too involved in the story. It's actually allowed us to build more story around these numbers because they're all like these individual little things that happen, and so we get to claim them how we see fit in this production, and that's really fun. We're not like driven by by someone else's narrative. We get to play with them and have
Yeah,
fun.
okay.
So
And you
enjoy that.
have some plans to make this not what people might expect.
Yeah, I
to
mean,
come up, which is great. It's great.
Yeah, I think one of the things that I've been enjoying so far is that there's some roles, like the role of the courier, which is usually one and done. They walk in and out several times, but they don't ever say anything. And then they have this wonderful number that
Yes.
we have given context to by doing something interesting with the overture that no one ever does. So that we're just starting with that, building our own version of this. And then that courier that is usually gone, we're continuing their story.
Right.
And actually really making it a big part of the overall story.
And
I
how
think
that
that's gonna be
happens
huge.
is going to be very moving.
Oh, I think so.
And it's going to bring home the fact that what these folks sacrificed
Yeah.
to gain independence.
Yes.
You know, when they were saying they were sacrificing their lives, their fortunes, and their sacred honor, I mean, they weren't kidding.
Yeah.
You know, and many of them did suffer horribly
did.
afterwards,
Yeah.
you know,
They did.
in building this country. So,
But there's a lot of, for me, there's a lot of myths and pedestal lifting of the founding fathers and how this. But there was a bloody, horrible war
Yeah,
that was attached to this,
Yeah.
and it went on and on. After the Declaration is signed, the war goes on for another 3 years.
Yeah.
And it's horrible, and
Yeah.
it truly is. We
and we're losing most of the time.
we
Yeah,
talk
yeah,
about
yeah.
the Civil War being brother against brother kind
Yeah.
of thing, but the Revolutionary War was equally that, and it was horrible.
Sure.
And you know, I know that we've had this conversation. Is that the founding fathers who are lifted up like they did something amazing? Well, they did, but the Second Congressional Congress initially came together to be a uniform protest situation to write letters to the king to say, we are protesting these things that you are doing.
Yeah.
As a unified colony, 13 colonies, we are protesting, and the king looks at him and laughs and throws it in the trash.
Yeah, it says, you guys are a colony.
And at
What are you
that
telling me what you
point,
think?
at that point, when that happens, they're trying to reach an olive branch out to England to say, we will be your subjects, but we're protesting about what you're doing to us, and we're going to do that in a unified way. That's what the Second Congressional Congress was meant to be. And then when it went into the trash can by the king, they said, guess what? We have to move in another direction.
Right.
And so they begin to move towards a rebellion government.
Yeah, the
And
king has made his decision.
Yep.
We're going to make ours.
The minute they all sign,
Yeah.
it is no longer a protest organization. It is now a rebellion
Right.
government.
Okay, now we have to
That's
take a
fascinating.
We have,
Mike.
it is very,
fascinating.
I am fascinated,
Woo!
you know, and I'm thrilled to be part of it. But hey, we got to take a break.
Yeah.
Okay, we're going to come back. We're talking with Jaime Donegan and Bethany Elkin. They are the driving forces behind the upcoming Hot August Night Show, which opens a week from this Friday.
Yes, it
Is that
does.
correct? Okay. We're going to tell you where you can get your tickets, tell you a little bit more about that in a minute, but we got to take a break. So Street Talk and other stuff, you stick around. We will be right back.
Apple Valley Honda is bringing the future of driving to you. Introducing the all-new, all-electric Honda Prologue EV. Say goodbye to gas stations and hello to a whisper quiet ride and zero emissions. The wait is over. Finally, a local option for a quality EV from a brand with a track record of exceptional quality and reliability. Experience the Honda Prologue EV for yourself at family-owned Apple Valley Honda. Stay close to home and visit us at Apple Valley Honda today for the life you live.
Blue Lagoon Pool and Spa is having their biggest sale on swim spas and hot tubs. With the biggest deals of the year, save up to $6,000 on a swim spa or up to $5,000 on a hot tub. Did you know hot tubs are proven to improve sleep and decrease arthritis? Blue Lagoon enjoys helping families reconnect one spa at a time. Let the experts at Blue Lagoon Pool and Spa handle the installation and regular maintenance. Relax, knowing you're in great hands with Blue Lagoon Pool and Spa. Give us a call today.
There's something about this time of year. Longer days, open windows, more time spent at home with the people who matter most. For generations, Boswell's Home Furnishings has helped families create spaces that feel warm, welcoming, and lived in. After 100 years serving our beautiful valley, Boswell's commitment remains the same. Quality furnishings, personal service, and gratitude for the community that made it all possible. Boswell's Home Furnishings. It's closer than you think.
Okay, we're back. Street Talking Other Stuff. Talking with Jaime Donegan and Bethany Elkin, the driving forces behind the Hot August Night Show for 226-1776.
1776.
So give the show information.
Okay,
You know.
show opens July 31st. That's a
Right.
Friday. That's a week from this Friday. It runs Friday and Saturday, and then the following week, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, 2 shows on Saturday. And then the following week, same thing. Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, 2 shows on Saturday.
Okay.
Matinees are at a particular time that I can't remember. And the evening shows are at 7:30.
Okay, and tell us about getting tickets.
Tickets.
Okay.
Well, this is a thing because, and everybody needs to pay attention.
Pay
High alert! High alert! There, if you want tickets and you want to do it online, make sure you go to numericapack.org. There's a bunch of scam websites that the tickets are $100 or more. They're not even real tickets. They're just scamming you. The PAC is fighting it. It's really difficult to get around that. But if you go to their website, it's the most important thing to do. Don't try to get them through a third-party site. You're never getting a deal by doing that, so just don't do it.
Right.
Numericapack.org. Yeah.
Okay.
And then Hot August Nights, and then the show this year is 1776.
Yeah, and if you want to, if you go to my Facebook page, if you haven't, I've always got the link that brings you right to where the tickets for this particular show are. Okay, so what is your feelings about being involved in this, and what is your contribution? What do you tell Jaime after the rehearsal? See, Jaime, you shouldn't have done that. We're going to do this instead.
Do we need to keep McNaughty?
Kill him off early, put him in the chair, and just leave him there.
That was my choice. That was my choice. I'm not gonna lie. That was my choice.
They're treating me very kindly. I think they're afraid I'm going to have a heart attack on stage.
No, at least we let you get caught, though. We made sure that the courier would catch you. It's an important moment. It's a pivotal.
I appreciate that.
It's a pivotal moment. No, I think for me, it's like I always love working with Jaime, and Jaime's, so special to me in our collaborative work together. But for this piece in particular, while there's not a lot of choreography, and there is some movement, I think for me, it's more about like the individuals, and that our founding fathers we're human, right?
See, that's something I want to mention earlier. These are real people.
That is messy. They are humans, and they have different opinions and feelings and experiences. And I feel like right now, particularly, it is very important to acknowledge that we are all human. We may have varying opinions and perspectives and experiences, and yet we have a responsibility to ourselves and to each other. And I feel like this piece really deep dives into that, in some ways in a really beautiful, positive, uplifting way, and sometimes in really, really challenging ways.
Yeah, and there's also going to be some stuff that's going to poke at people and say, hey, you need to look at yourself here.
Well,
Yes.
what I love about this show is that
Which is important.
Everybody gets called out.
Yes.
It's not like one-sided. It's like, and that's what Congress is still to this day.
Very much so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's wonderful to look at this piece in a way that that opens our eyes about where we came from. And I've read a lot of biographies of these foundings, and almost all of them mention somewhere along the line, this was an American experiment.
Yeah.
The word experiment is huge, and that it will need to change to fit the people of the times.
Yes.
And you know, some people are like, well, we can't do that. That's not what our founding fathers said. Well, they all said, this is an experiment.
Yeah.
You got to roll with it.
Yeah.
We're laying it out there for you. We don't even know if it's going to work.
Yeah.
Hopefully it will.
Right.
Other countries rolled similar plans out that didn't work.
Right, right.
Because they had a lot of corruption right away. And this, not saying we didn't, we probably did along the way, but these were just
We have been unique.
regular humans that happened to be put into a particular time when they had to make some big decisions. They didn't agree at all.
Compromise.
They ended up making a lot of compromises.
Some significant
and
compromises.
getting to just a place where, okay, here's what we need to just tackle right now. And they all signed it, except for one person.
And it was a step in the process. And like, we're still making steps now.
For instance, July 4th is a celebration of the Declaration of Independence.
Not the Constitution.
It is not a not
We weren't even close to that.
Not the Constitution. That happened much later, and a lot of people get that confused. We the people on 4th of July? No. That came later. This was independence.
In the course of human
First step.
Independence.
Right.
Not freedom, independence.
Yes, you made that point at rehearsal the other day, which
Freedom
was very
came
good.
later.
Yeah.
This was independence from
England.
England.
All right, now
Not,
look,
not what everybody thinks it is.
I'm going to put you on the spot a little
Yeah,
bit.
I love that.
My son-in-law, Ted, said to me the other day, this seems like a little odd show for Jaime to do, 1776. I said, well, you know what I think? The passion he has for this show, I think, how do you feel about this country?
Well, I'd like to say to Ted, you're a little odd too. So, I love you dearly, Ted. But no, it is a different thing. But I don't want to get pegged as this is the only kind of thing. People are like, oh, your shows are always a little risque and they push the buttons and da-da-da. This show, the buttons get pushed themselves. I don't even have, I just stand back and let it happen because it's so well written. And it's, even though it's not historically accurate because they fudge
some
timelines a little bit to make it work theatrically, which is great. I mean, but that also open things up for interpretation as well. I've cast some women in these roles.
Yeah,
People say,
which
well,
is-
why would you do that? The founding fathers were all men. Well, why not? They've already blurred the lines of reality by moving timeline around. Why don't I blur the lines a little bit with who the cast is?
Sure,
Yeah.
sure.
And I think that's important because what if, I know I told you this, but I went to the new American Revolution Museum in Philadelphia. I lived in Philly for 20 years. I've been to all the museums and all the places. It is beautiful. And it's all through the eyes of Abigail Adams, which I find just so fascinating. And her most famous thing that she said to John Adams was, "Don't forget the women."
Right, right.
I'm surprised it's not in this show.
yeah.
She doesn't say it in this show, but that was a line that she was known for. And don't forget the women. 250 years ago, that was the kind of relationship she and her husband had.
Yeah.
That he listened to her advice quite often. She never gave it publicly. He was the front man, but they were best friends, and
he listened to her
all the
Yeah.
time.
Yeah. Okay.
You
now-
get the action of it in the show,
You get
though,
the
with
action of it, but we don't get her saying that,
saying
which
it.
I think is really fascinating because it's what she's known for. Don't forget the women.
Okay. All right, we need to take another break.
We do.
We're going to come back, talk with Jaime and Bethany for a few more minutes, give you more, again, specific information about the show. But hey, Street Talk and other stuff, we'll be right back.
Yeah, Ted.
The Surf and Slide Water Park is open from Memorial Day through Labor Day. Surf and Slide is located in the heart of Central Washington in Moses Lake with activities for all ages and abilities. Check out Surf and Slide's Flow Rider Surfing Simulator, Lazy River, 2 200-foot water slides, tube slides, and diving boards. Our children's area includes a Treasure Island water structure, splash pad, and baby octopus slide. For season passes, visit us online or find Surf and Slide on Facebook.
Chelan PUD works hard year-round to reduce fire risk and provide dependable service for our customers. But when extreme fire weather is forecasted, we may resort to a public safety power shutoff, turning off power to a specific area in order to prevent fire. In this rare event, we'll keep you informed before, during, and after the shutoff. To stay prepared and check if you're in a PSPS zone, visit chelanpud.org/PSPS.
Caught in a conflict? Family, workplace, neighbor, business, housing disputes? Wenatchee Valley Dispute Resolution Center provides mediation services, a cost-effective and efficient way to provide a written resolution to disputes and issues. Plus, we offer mediation training and community education on conflict resolution and communication skills. Contact us to learn more.
You trust the same doctor for your health and the same dentist for your smile. Trust Global Car Care to keep your vehicle running strong. We track your car's history so it gets the right care at the right time. With our 3-year, 36,000-mile warranty on parts and labor, you'll drive away with confidence. Global Car Care, your automotive experts. We service all makes and models, but specialize in Sprinter vans, Mercedes, Audi, Volkswagen, and BMW. Call or visit us today.
Okay, back Street Talk and other stuff. Hot August Nights, the 13th year is coming up. It opens up a week from this Friday. The place 1776.
Yes.
And go ahead and give us information again about where people can get tickets. So,
AmericaPack.org.
Okay, I want to stress that.
That's important. Yeah, tickets are flying off the shelf, so get your tickets fast.
We have ours.
Yeah,
you know?
excellent.
My wife, my friend, and a couple who always comes over. You know?
Yeah.
We got one of the tables down in front.
Oh, fun.
Nice.
So, yeah.
This is the first time we've ever actually opened in July.
Yeah, I
We're
know
called
that,
Hot
yeah.
August Nights, but just the way the calendar landed. So we opened July 31st, next Friday. Not this Friday, next Friday. We've still got work to do, Mike.
Yep.
Mostly with you.
Yep.
Mostly
Now,
with
so
you.
you're going to leave here today, and you're going to go and get ready for what we do tonight.
I'm going
right?
to go sew the curtains. That's that's my day today.
Oh, well,
Sewing
how
curtains.
creative of you.
Yeah, I know, right? And Cheryl Sutherland is doing our costumes for this show. They're going to be beautiful.
Yes, I
Absolutely
I heard her husband.
Except yours.
You're
Jamie,
a Quaker,
so
look,
you're very
when I
proud.
hit that stage, if they're worried about my costume, I ain't doing my job, buddy.
Correct.
Absolutely.
That's what I always say. You know,
You're
if
a
the actors
patriot.
aren't carrying it.
You're a patriot.
I am. I love this country.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Love it so much, I'm going to stand against. Okay, don't get
When
me
are you
started.
going to run for something?
Never.
Never?
No, it's not my thing.
God, you sounded like John Adams just now.
No, not my thing.
Our John Adams, I know he was on the show
Yeah.
last Monday.
Yeah, Adam Eagle.
Adam Eagle, he's going to be
He's
fantastic.
very powerful, doing a good job.
Yeah.
Okay. As a matter of
Yeah.
fact, he's doing so good, he irritates all of us.
Obnoxious and disliked.
Just like he
Yeah.
did the Congress people.
Everybody
so.
calls him obnoxious and disliked.
Yeah.
And that's the way it
the
was.
character.
And
the
hard-headed.
character.
But the thing is, you got to have that drive.
You do.
Okay? For
Yeah.
especially something
Yeah.
as important as this. You have to have that passion.
Yeah.
That's what we set up at the beginning of this production, is the idea that he's living in already the battles between the Redcoats and the Continental soldiers.
Right.
He's already living in that land.
Yes.
And Boston area. The Southerners, whom he's trying to convince we need to separate from England, they're not having to deal with it
Right.
yet.
It's not a
just like,
concern for them, yeah.
Yeah.
It's not in our backyard
Yeah.
yet. So
It gets there.
Let's not worry
Yeah,
about
it gets there.
And John keeps saying, it's coming.
I know,
it's
is,
on
and
its
it
way.
does, and it does.
Yes.
But Jamie, thank you. Bethany,
Of
it's always
course.
a pleasure.
Thank you, Mike.
Independence is on its way.
Street Talk and other stuff. Thanks for tuning in. We will see you next week. Bye-bye.
The British are coming.
So.